So for my folks that are tuning in from YouTube, it should be connecting. Okay, there we go. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome sauce. Okay, yep. So that's what we got at this point, guys. I do appreciate you guys that are being on YouTube, by the way, using us, utilizing us on TV and everything like that. So what's going on?
We have tornado sirens going off in Jacksonville, North Little Rock, Sherwood, right now.
What's going on?
There are no tornado warnings in effect for the Little Rock area at this time. There are no warnings in effect.
I was going to say our software over here would alert us if there was any tornado warnings here in Little Rock. So I don't know where all that's coming from, but
I've got reports Jacksonville, Sherwood, Redfield, all around the Flash County area that we're getting sirens going off.
That's weird. That is definitely weird. I have no idea why that's the case. The only areas that have the tornado warning right now is going to be in southeastern Arkansas, down here in Dumas.
So I want to ease our folks' mind. If you live in Redfield, if you live in Central Arkansas, there is no tornado warning in effect right now. The only tornado warning in the state is in far southeast Arkansas, along the leading edge of our squall line. So I want to reiterate that.
There's a flood warning.
We have a flash flood warning in effect, but we do not have any tornado warnings in effect at this time in Central Arkansas.
I don't know where that is coming from. No
idea.
It
could have been easily malfunction in the EAS county-wise.
Gotcha. So that's the biggest thing at this point, guys. So down here in southeastern Arkansas, this is where the tornado warnings are. In Central Arkansas, and like I said before, I understand everybody, their anxieties through the roof and stuff like that. Central Arkansas, I want to rest you guys assured. You're fine. You're not under the tornado watch, stuff like that. We're watching it close, but I think you guys are going to be good for the rest of the evening. Southeast Arkansas, Dumas, you need to be in shelter now. You need to go into your safe place at this moment. Southern and southeastern Arkansas is not done. We are still going to continue to keep you guys updated down there. Central Arkansas, unless our alert system goes off over here, then Central Arkansas is good to go, because this thing is programmed for the weather center. There's something in Little Rock, it's going to affect us. So if it goes off over here, then we have an issue. But right now, we don't have any warnings or anything in Little Rock except for the flood warning, which is concerning as well here. But the biggest thing is down here in Dumas, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately. Winchester and Reed as well. Go ahead.
Let's go back to our velocity scan here.
Right there.
Just to take a look at this storm. Dumas, Gould, and Gillette. You need to be in your tornado safe place right now. Lowest level of your house. Put as many walls in between you and the outside as possible here. Once again, the rotation is definitely there. This is moving across Highway 65 right now. It's going to move across Highway 165 here in just a matter of moments. A lot of farmland here. A lot. This is a very well traveled highway as well. If you know anybody here, it's getting late for some it's a school night, for some it's a work night again. Call them, let them know, hey, you need to take shelter right now. Again, there's a tornado warning in effect very far southeast corner of Jefferson County, northeastern Lincoln County, northern DeShay County, southern Arkansas County. This does not include Pine Bluff, does not include Whitehall, does not include Redfield. For our folks in Flash County, does not include Jacksonville, Sherwood. Again, this is in southeast Arkansas. So again, if you live in Pine Bluff and Whitehall, you are in the clear. Again, some counties, if one part of the county is issued, the whole county goes off. Unfortunately, on a night like tonight, where we're already storm weary and severe weather weary, it's not a night to have that happen if you live in, especially in a bigger city. But once again, Dumas, you need to be in a safe place right now. Same thing goes for our folks in Winchester, Watson, Gould, and Gillette. You need to be in a safe place right now. Lowest level of your house, put as many walls between you and the outside as possible.
Gotcha. So, let me see here. Hey, Derek, I was gonna say you may have to take over just a bit. Let me see. And it's from Mama Donna. She lives down here in southeastern Arkansas. I'm just double checking on her and making sure that we're good. Give me 1 second here. So that's gonna be the biggest thing right now, guys. We're continuing to monitor the situation down here. This is what we do. Is if we got family and friends and stuff like that down in these areas, we give them a heads up, and this is what we can encourage everybody to do. When there's a tornado warning and it doesn't, like, let's say you're in Little Rock and you have folks that down here, talk to them, you know, text them, phone call them, do whatever you need to do. Make sure that they're ready to go at this point here, okay? So Dumas, you need to be seeking shelter. Gillette, I'd go ahead and do it at this point because this thing can easily,
So another thing is here,
this thing can easily turn north,
Our folks in DeWitt, I just stay on guard. I don't think you need to take today's shelter from the storm just yet, but you definitely need to stay on guard because this storm could turn north at any point in time. We've seen it a few times this season, especially across parts of southern Arkansas,
North Louisiana. So that's the biggest thing here. And also, one more thing I want to stress too is not only just a tornado threat, but you now have a damaging wind threat, kind of similar to what you had down here in southeastern Arkansas. There's your little booking vortices right here. Once again, these things are classic for producing tornadoes, along with the leading edge producing damaging winds. So make sure that you're taking your tornado safe spots immediately. That's going to move to the northeast. It's going to move towards Clarksdale over here. Highway 61 over here in western Mississippi. So watch this close. A lot of heavy rainfall in central Arkansas and southern Arkansas. And I think honestly, this may put an end to your severe weather threat across the state if trends continue. But the biggest thing is you're going from a tornado threat to a flooding threat. I think the flooding threat is really something we need to pay attention to, especially during the overnight hours, because that could affect a lot of travel first thing in the morning. People are trying to get back to work, trying to go to school, and everything like that. And we've had so much rain over the last couple of events, it won't take much. So just keep an eye on the rainfall, especially in the morning. If you're planning on getting up for work, if you're planning on getting up for school and stuff like that, first thing tomorrow morning here. But this is what we've got at this point. There's the area of rotation right there. It's going to be, just to the south. Excuse me, it's just over Dumas at this point. Let's go back over to there's the debris indicator, and there's that. So there is the area of rotation right here. And you've got two different circulations. One near Dumas, and you got another one trying to go up over here near Gold. That one may pose a threat to Gillette. So Gillette, go ahead and seek your safe spot immediately. Dumas, you should already have been there. We told you guys about 20 minutes ago before the warning was even issued that you needed to be seeking shelter. Watson, same thing goes for you. Highway 65 over here, and that's going to be the biggest thing at this current point. So what are you seeing over there?
We're just continuing to see an increase, an increase in our power outages. Also, getting a report from somebody in Monticello. They said the tornado actually went through her mom's yard. And it bent her trampoline as it went through. So again, this could have been damaging straight line winds as well. We've not gotten any official confirmation of a tornado, but again, rotation as well as debris temperatures do indicate we could have seen at least a small one move through over the last hour or so.
And that's the thing, guys. So something you just have to watch and these things can really spin up and spin down very, very quickly. So you need to make sure you have a game plan ready to go for tonight, especially for my folks down here in southern and southeastern Arkansas. And Derek, I'm gonna borrow you one more time down here in southeastern Arkansas. This is gonna go for just south of Monticello. You have another area of rotation getting going down here just south of Monticello at this point now. This one is going to be on the southern flank of the storm. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Obviously, Dumas and the rest of those areas are going to take priority right now. This was not warned, but just watch it closely. I'm going to go ahead and zoom down and show you what I mean here. So that's going to be for the exact same areas. Boy, I'm pretty sure they're tired of us talking about them. Fountain Hill, Jerome, Montrose again, Lake Village, Dermont, same areas over and over and over and over and over again being impacted by these tornadic storms. So keep an eye on that. Tiller, this area of rotation, let's go back over to there's our debris indicator. Let's go back over to this, and this is the area of rotation, man.
Right just to the northeast of Douglas.
Right in there. Oof. That is very, very concerning. As a matter of fact, we're going to do this.
Let's go to our debris
I was getting ready to do that. Let's go over to this, and we're going to match this up, folks. So give me 1 second. We're going to go over this, and there it is. And what do you think of that? What do you think of that?
I think indicate yet.
That's yet. There's some green in there. I think it was mainly heavy rainfall and stuff like that. I don't see the. If you start seeing the blues in there, that's what starts getting concerning. Now, this is the newest scan that just came in with that, Derek, and I want to say about right in there. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can match this up to our rotation here. So our rotation is the new scan, by the way. Let's go back over to this. So there's new area of rotation developing just to the northeast of Dumas. So we're gonna put our rotation marker right back on that area of rotation. We're gonna match this up with the and there's another scan. This is what I'm talking about. These storms are moving very, very quickly. By the time I've gotten that set up, the newest scan has jumped another 10 miles by that point. So we're gonna match this up with our debris indicator, and no, I'm not seeing any sort of debris or anything like that. So that's awesome. But still, you need to be taking your tornado safety immediately across the area here. So we're gonna zoom this out. We're gonna put a new track on this storm here, and this storm is moving very, very fast. Moving northeast at almost 60 miles per hour. That's almost a mile a minute. So this is a storm that you do not want to be, lollygagging around and stuff like that. You need to be seeking shelter immediately at this kind of point. What do you see?
We have a brand new tornado watch that's been issued for eastern Arkansas, northeast Arkansas until 4 a.m. now. So we now have northeast Arkansas that has been issued till 4 a.m. A tornado watch has been issued for northeast Arkansas, eastern, north, and northeast till 4 a.m.
That is odd. Very, very odd. That is okay. All right. I'm gonna leave that one alone. That one is that one's odd because you canceled the one for Central, but Northeast Arkansas is right back in it. That's a little weird, but we'll go with it. It goes till 4 o'clock at this point. But there's the tornado warning in place at this point. It's gonna go until 10:30. It's gonna move northeast at about 60 miles per hour at this time here. So if you're just now tuning in, as mentioned before, we got a new tornado watch. It's gonna go for Critton, Lee, Mississippi, Phillips, and St. Francis County, which is basically northeastern Arkansas, until 4 a.m. at this point. So this is gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a very, very long night of us staying up, making sure everything's good to go in terms of radar updates, coming in if we have any tornado warnings and stuff like that. But I'm real curious because this is. I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you exactly what I mean here. Tornado watch is gone for northwestern Arkansas, so all clear over here. Central, no tornado watch, but you have a tornado watch that goes up into northeastern Arkansas. So that would be something that we'd have to watch and keep an eye on. At this current point, that's going to go to 4 a.m. So this is tornado watch number 5, correct?
Yes.
That's going to go to 5 a.m. Not 5 a.m., 4 a.m. Excuse me, for northeastern Arkansas. So I see what they did. Basically, the storms that are coming out of southern Arkansas are moving northeast, and it's going into northwest Mississippi, and into western Tennessee. Yep. So that makes sense. I was thinking the watch was somewhere in this vicinity, and I was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but that was the biggest thing here. You got that watch over here in far eastern Arkansas and western Tennessee at this current point here. But to go back to our tornado warning down here in southern Arkansas, give me 1 second. We go back down here to this real fast.
Let's go back and look at the storm here in Dumas. It's actually right now about to cross Highway 165 right in between Gillette and Dumas. If you live in Gillette, you need to be taking those tornadoes.
Tornado
crosses. You need to be in your safe place right now.
Yep.
Here at least for the next few minutes here again. This is until 10:30 p.m.
This evening.
This evening here for our folks in Arkansas County. Again, if you live in Jefferson County, this is just to this. This is in the very southeastern tip of Jefferson County. So, once again, this is not affecting anybody in Pine Bluff or places like that. This is affecting areas from Dumas to Gillette. A lot of the farmland here in eastern Arkansas, from Dumas to Gillette, Arkansas County. Also, our folks in Watson, we still have a warning in effect. Very strong damaging winds are moving through right now.
Yep.
That will continue to push off towards the east and eventually get to the Mississippi River. I'm not seeing a tornado warning being extended with that. I do believe our new area of rotation is going to be mainly in the areas around the Gillette area. As it continues to push off towards the northeast here at a whopping 65 miles per hour.
Goodness gracious, man. That is ridiculous. So that's what I was saying, folks. Make sure that you are staying with us throughout the overnight hours, and keep in mind this too. We've been going since 7 a.m. Okay, we're just as weary and just as tired as you guys are. I know y'all are ready to go to bed and everything like that. We're trying our best, but the biggest thing we stressed to you guys over the last couple of days that this was going to be a long event, that this was going to be something that we would have to, stay up for. We have to be up throughout the overnight hours and stuff like that, giving you guys updates and everything like that. So just kind of keep that in mind here, guys. We're gonna watch the situation closely. If we gotta go live at 2 o'clock in the morning, we gotta live at 2 o'clock in the morning. We gotta go live at midnight. We gotta go live at midnight. That's the biggest thing at this point. So we're gonna keep you guys updated on the latest 2 tornado warnings in the place. This one's gonna go until 10:15, which is that one's gone. That one's pretty much gone. This one up here in Dumas is gonna go until 10:30 this evening here. We're gonna go back over to our rotation here. Let's go back over to velocity scan real fast. There it is right there. Right. Oh boy. You got another one down here near Dermot. You got another one near Dermot. That one. Dermot, go ahead and seek shelter. Go ahead and take your tornado precautions if you're in Dermot right now. This is almost the exact same track that a tornado just went through earlier on this evening. If you're in Dermot right now, Highway 65 between Dermot and Reed, go ahead and take your tornado precautions. Don't wait. Don't wait for the warning to come out and stuff like that. I'm telling you guys, giving you guys, being proactive with this. We're seeing the rotation before it goes warm. We're going to let you guys know. So if you're in Dermot, take your tornado precautions now. If you're on 165, once again, seek shelter immediately at this point. Reed, same thing goes for you. We'll have to wait and see what happens with this. But there's a strong area of rotation that's just south of Monticello at this current time here. And then we still have this one up here, but I believe this one right in here is now becoming more of a damaging wind threat versus a tornado threat. But that doesn't mean let your guard down or anything like that. It doesn't mean we're not going to see a tornado out of this.
Man,
it's just that's a Boeing. That Boeing.
Seeing our booking for our common shape coming around. Do not try to go out. Do not try to go out and see it. Don't try to go out. Because it is night, it's dark, it's the middle of the night. Yeah. Don't try to go out and see it and spot this storm. Take your shelter, take your tornado precautions.
There's your wind, by the way.
Just be ready for both damaging winds
up to 60
and a
miles
tornado
per hour, yeah.
with this storm. Again, lowest level of your house, put as many walls between you and this as possible. Hallway, inside walls are the best because they are the most sturdy part of your house. Given you have a very strong wind energy with this storm.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, you don't only have a tornado threat, but you also have a damaging wind threat, 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. With the storm continuing to push off towards the northeast, this will cross the Mississippi River.
Yeah.
Here within the hour, but until it does, or until the tornado warnings drop, we're going to stay with it as well. Again, folks down here. In Dermot, I'm still waiting on that warning to be issued. It's not been issued yet, but I'm fully expecting that one to be issued. So if you live in Dermot and McGee, places like that, I will be going and getting ready and making those tornado preps just in case.
Yeah, and that's going to be the biggest thing that we'll have to keep an eye on here, guys. That's the ongoing tornado warning that is in place. I'm just trying to make sure that we're good. So that's going to be residential warning. That's going to be tornado warning right here. So Elaine, which is down here. I'm going to go ahead and do this real fast here. Take the screen off for just a bit, because like I said, there's a lot of people that are here from, don't know Arkansas well and stuff like that, which is perfectly fine. We're going to put our counties back on the map for you guys, so you guys kind of get a visual on what we're looking at here. Okay, so this is Arkansas County right in here. Give me 1 second. Let me go back over, and we're going to tilt this so you guys can kind of see what we're looking at. Okay, so this is Arkansas County right here. There's Phillips County, there's Monroe County, there's Deshay, and there's Lincoln County right over here. This is going to track right through southern Arkansas County, and it's going to go into Phillips County, and then it's going to go into the Mississippi River, and then go out into western Mississippi here at this point. Monitor the situation closely. Tornado warning goes until 10:30 this evening here, okay? But just monitor the situation closely with that. And also, I'm going to go ahead and put a track on this one. Now, I know this one is not warned at any given moment. I'm gonna clock this at about 60 miles per hour. So this one's gonna go right through here, and it's gonna go for Dermot, McGee, Arkansas City, Benoit, also over towards Boyd and Cleveland, which is in Mississippi across the river. So no tornado warning on this yet. treat it as there were a tornado warning, because there's a lot of area of rotation through here, and it's in southern Drew County. That's going to move to the east-northeast at about almost 60 miles per hour, which is a mile a minute. So every minute that you're wasting not seeking shelter, it's a mile that is getting closer and closer to you. So make sure that you are seeking shelter at this point. At Dermont, I'd go ahead and do it. Go ahead and take your tornado precautions immediately. This one up here, I would not be surprised if they let the tornado warning go and replace it with a severe thunderstorm warning, and it may be a severe thunderstorm warning with a considerable damage tag on it because of these high winds that are associated with this this line of storms coming in at this current time here. So something that we're going to monitor closely. There's a track for both storms that's going to go until 10:30. The tornado warning up here. No warning down here yet. But we're going to watch the situation closely. What you got for me over there?
All right, so basically...
And there's a power outage. Power outage just skyrocketed.
Yep, so now just to go over everything around the state. Once again, we have several flash flood warnings around the state. The flash flood threat is definitely rapidly increasing, especially for the eastern half state, where we're seeing round after round after round of rainfall across the state to the day. Again, the only tornado warning we have in effect right now, really only severe warning we have in effect here is for our folks here, Arkansas, D-Shade, Lincoln, and Drew counties here, as these line of storms continue to push through this area of the state. Very concerning though here. With this area of rotation, a very strong, what we call a bookend vortice,
right?
And basically in the center of that is where we would look to see
Matter of fact, I'll draw
the tornado with this storm.
It's kind of like it's almost like a mini cold front if you want to be technical with it.
Where there would be one. Now, that being said, I'm not seeing anything that signifies there's a lot of debris. However, that being said, this is also a rural area. There's not much stuff to pick up anyway.
There it is, and that's what I figured they were getting ready to do with this. So that's the new severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued. It's going to go until 11 o'clock, and it's going to be tornado possible with this. So they're going to let this tornado warning go, but I figured they were either going to put a tornado possible tag on it, or it was going to be a considerable damage tag. So 60 mile per hour wind gusts with this. It's moving northeast at a whopping 60 miles per hour. So it's moving a mile a minute. That means that if you were in this area, treat it as if it's a tornado warning. Don't waste time. Remember, every minute you waste trying to not to get into shelter, trying to go outside or something like that, is every mile that it's catching up to you. So think about that. If you're in this area, take your tornado precautions. Don't waste time. You're not going to see it anyways because it's pitch black dark, and you'd have to rely on lightning to see it, and it's very, very. It doesn't happen a lot unless it's during the day and stuff like that. So that's going to be the biggest thing, guys. Seek shelter immediately. Don't go outside. Don't try to go look for it or anything like that. Take your tornado precautions immediately. That's going to go straight up here. Basically the same areas that we drew out just a second ago. It's going from Dumas up towards Elaine. It's going to make a run for the Mississippi River. It's going to cross over, and it's going to go straight into western Mississippi at this current time here. So go ahead.
All right. So once again, once this warning expires, we're going to try this again to break away from coverage.
Let's see if we break the record. Let's see if we break the record with this.
So and then come back as conditions warrant. Once again, this is moving. The rotation is starting to weaken just a little bit.
Give me 1 second before we break off here. Because I got a feeling if we break off, we're gonna come right back. This one right in here, just to the southwest of Reed, right there on 165 and 65. I would watch it. There's no warning with it right now. There's a lot of area of rotation with this, which is just south of Reed, but I would definitely watch it very closely here. This is something that you're going to have to keep an eye on as it pushes off towards the east-northeast at about a whopping 60 miles per hour. I mean, these storms are hauling to the east very, very quickly here, so you don't have a lot of time to react or anything like that. They did opt to go severe thunderstorm warning. It's going to go for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and less than 3/4 of an inch of hail. But the biggest thing is actually about not less. 3/4 of an inch of hail is the max hail size with this. So that's going to be the biggest thing at this point. Just make sure you take your tornado closer. Okay, so there's now a new severe thunderstorm warning in place here. So we're going to zoom this out. Give me 1 second here. We'll zoom this out, show you guys what we're looking at here. So so it's this one right here. That one is going to go for 11. That one's just not catching up. He's going for the tornado possible.
Right, now what you are in between two different weather service offices again.
Yeah.
Memphis and Little Rock. So that's why that warning got extended in Phillips County, now called up for Arkansas and DeShay County counties as well. And again, you have two separate areas of rotation now. Once again on this storm, one around the DeWitt area now. You also have one around the Gillette area. So let's put a track on this first one here.
I'm gonna do it for this bow echo that's moving through here. And it's moving northeast at a whopping 60 miles per hour. So that's going to go for the bow echo at this point. So it's going to go over Helena, West Helena, Elaine, Lakeview, Letza, also towards Ferris Point over here in eastern Arkansas. We can zoom this out. And this is going to go for both the tornado potential and the damaging wind potential. This is a Boeing segment coming our way. Okay, so there's the warning for Mississippi at this point. There's the other warning that's just got issued. It's going to go for 60 mile per hour wind gusts at this time here. So the one down here, the area of rotation has started to die off, which is fine. This one right in here is still toward pulse, and it's going to go for 60 mile per hour wind gusts and the potential of a tornado is moving northeast at 60 miles per hour here, man. So, Derek, if you do me a favor, there's some insane lightning shots coming in from Grady, Arkansas right now, down there in southeastern Arkansas at this point. So that's going to be the biggest thing here, guys. We're also kind of looking at everything, and at this point, let me see, there's the, okay, so there's a lot of reports coming in from Shreveport talking about flooding, trees down, and stuff like that. What are we looking at in terms of power outages right now? So
right now, we're still sitting right about the same. No new updates yet.
Okay.
Yet on that. Also, not seeing any reports of damage yet right now, so that's a good thing as well.
Okay.
But we do continue to monitor the situation. The flash flooding risk is really concerning me. I'm kind of worried you may get some flash flood emergencies as we head into the overnight hours as water levels do continue to rise for the low-lying areas, especially in parts of eastern and northeast Arkansas.
Yeah. And I put a track on this one. This one, they opted to go severe thunderstorm warning with this one. It's going to go for Dermott, McGee, Arkansas City, Rosedale, Page, Shelby, and also Mount Bayou down here in southeastern Arkansas. We're talking that Highway 165 corridor as well. So just kind of monitor the situation closely, guys. The tornado warning itself, we're going to say
the tornado warning has expired.
Is expired.
Per the National Weather Service,
they canceled it.
Better Rock.
Okay.
They had canceled the tornado warning for Arkansas, DeShay, and Lincoln counties. So guess what, folks? That means you can come out of shelter if you live in this area. Do continue to monitor the weather, though. We still have one more round of storms coming in through. It's going to be a loud evening for a lot of us. I know a lot of us are ready to get those kids in bed. Get yourselves in bed. Continuing, I myself got to be up at 5:30 in the morning. First day of work in 17 days. So again, it's going to be one of those things we're going to have to watch every little aspect of this. However, I do believe that we are continuing to see a transition from tornado potential to more of a damaging wind and a flooding threat as we head throughout the evening into the overnight hours. Of course, we'll be watching it, continuing to watch it, and again, if anything goes wrong, we'll be right back right here on your source for all things
Arkansas weather.